Hi, how are you doing? You wouldn't believe the hassle I've had trying to find somewhere where I can set the phone up like this and actually speak to you and not have it falling off. I was actually on the ledge of like a, 28 story building, holding my phone over the edge, trying to balance it just so I could get this shot. So I've eventually found a tree with, see that green bit in the corner? See this? This is leaves. There's actually leaves growing in front of the tree, right? So, shit, I knew that was going to happen. So I'm trying to like push the leaves into the ground so that it doesn't disturb the broadcast. I hope that's good for the plant. I hope I've not bothered it. The reason I needed a set today, like a kind of tripod, well, one, I left my tripod in Glasgow. Nightmare, because now they're messaging me and doing YouTube videos with like these amazing set scenes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like literally holding my phone for my vlog. Okay, the other one was I wanted to include a prop. Okay, I've got a prop today, and the reason I've got a prop is because over the last few days it's been really interesting talking about basically things that have been particularly relevant to me. And by the way, the reason I keep moving my hair over this side, it's not that I'm vain and I just like my hair over the one side. I realised in the last video my hair was scratching against this mouthpiece and it was so annoying. I'm really sorry, I've stopped now. So I keep moving my hair over. Yeah. So basically, over the last few videos I've been being really honest with you guys and being sort of upfront about personal things I've been through recently. So it was always an honest appraisal of where we were at, always an honest assessment of what I could do to kind of try and help you. But at the same time, over the last few weeks, it's become a bit of a journey about what we're doing, where we've been, all this kind of stuff. So I thought I would take you right back to the beginning today and take you right back to where it all began, right? And I've spoke before about the scariness of me handing in my notice, and that's easy for me to say. It's easy for me to say from a rooftop in New York. It's easy for me to say from a Starbucks in Kuwait. It's easy for me to say from a development in London or an office in Glasgow. I can sit there and say, oh yeah, I know what it was like. I handed in my notice. It was really scary. I took the leap, right? But I wasn't always here. There was a time where I was exactly where you are. I was in that job. I was in that place. I was in that moment. I was in that time. I was in that feeling. I was in that life that you're in right now. And I escaped from it and I broke through from it. And the only reason I did was because I developed this idea that I could do something better with my life than what I was doing. And that was it. That was the end of it. That was all there was, right? So I worked away on this on my own, and I realised this was what I wanted to do, and I went after it with everything I had. But there was a couple of deciding moments in this journey which really shaped me into the way I am as a person today. And one of those was on my last day with my old employer, right? And on my last day, now don't get me wrong, I had really good friends in the last place I worked. I really did. We were great friends. One in particular, Suzanne, is still one of my best friends to this day. Hi, Suzanne. And I knew that these people were going to be my friends. Like I knew we were on the same page, but likewise I knew I had to make something different of myself. Now, as a friend and colleague and fellow employee, there's two ways you can approach this when somebody in your team goes on to hopefully bigger and better things. You can either celebrate it and support them and be with them 100%, or you can do what us Scots do and you can take the absolute piss out of them while you've still got them there. Okay? That's what Suzanne did, that's what the team did, and I love them for it. I get given a set of challenges on my last day, and my role was as a PA. So a set of challenges on the last day were ridiculous tasks you would never ask your PA to do. And it was basically Angela Morrison's crappy secretarial duties 2000 and 13 or whatever, right? So there's things like put a banana peel in a bin, ask your colleague if they want you to go get them lunch, all these crazy things. And it was just loads and loads of fun, right? So obviously the fun was over, it was the end of the day, and I thought, right, that's it, the fun's over, that's me, I got it. And then as part of my leaving present, because obviously you always get a leaving present, and my leaving present was some vouchers which I put towards some stationery. I actually got some stationery as well, which was amazing, and I got a card, which was lovely, signed from everybody, which is the bit that I cherished the most. Well, the bit I cherished the second most. The bit that I cherished the most, and the present I cherished the most, was this. And this is a prepaid envelope back to the HR department of the company that I worked for. And this might seem extremely insignificant, right? But the reason I got this as a present, and I framed it, by the way, I framed it on the day that I got it. The reason I got this as a present was because Suzanne, along with everybody else in the team, thought that it would be really funny, but also quite ironic, to give me an envelope. And the hidden message under it was, when you fuck up so badly that you can't even afford a stamp, you can always come back. And this was of course a joke. It was of course a joke, and I took it as a joke, and I loved it as a joke, and it was hysterical, and it was really, really funny. But the underlying message, which it represented to me, was, that's right. If I do fuck up so badly that I can't even afford a stamp, at least I've always got somewhere to go. And that's why I framed it. Because this, to me, this is the way back. This is the give up point. This is the don't go any further point. This is the don't pass go, don't collect £200, don't go to Mayfair, don't go to Park Circus, don't go to Soho, don't go to Central Park, don't go to any of these places. Don't pass go, don't collect £200, go back to jail and collect £1,800 or £18,000, sorry, a year. And that's it. That's what this represents to me, and that's the reason it's framed, because I know at one point this life was all I ever wanted, and now it's everything that I'm running away from. And I don't think anybody realised the significance of what they gave me on the day that they gave me it, and I take this everywhere. I have this, and I have a photo of myself and my mum and my brother taken about 18 years ago, and my mum died 16 years ago. They're the two things that I carry with me throughout the world wherever I go. And the reason I carry them with me is because they remind me of two different things. The photo of my mum and my brother reminds me of where I've been. This photo, or this picture, doesn't remind me of where I've been, it reminds me of where I'm going. And it reminds me that no matter where I go, it's always better than where I've been. I'm not really sure if that's relevant to you guys. I'm not sure if that's the best business lesson I've ever gave you. I just wanted to tell you one of my stories, and hopefully that speaks to a position that you're at just now. Whatever it is that you have right now that is your safety net, that is your plan B, that is your go-to place, that is your get out of jail free card, or your prepaid envelope back to your old job, frame it and use it as your motivation to move forward. I can't emphasise enough, when I say I take this everywhere I go, I take this everywhere I go. I take this over pictures of my family, over pictures of my friends, over pictures of my nieces and my nephews. This comes with me, because this is where I'm not going. And the alternative, while maybe scary, is not as scary as going back to that. I really hope that helped. Have an amazing night. It's been back up to nearly 10 minutes now. There you go. It's back to normal after all. Good night from New York. See you later. Bye.